Okay, so Mr. Santegi, uh,
Yes, sir.
yesterday we came to know about some basic information about cloud, right? That we have multiple cloud providers. Okay, so you can
Yes, sir.
select any of them to learn cloud, but the cloud service is same. Okay, only the vendors are
Okay, the
different,
cloud
different.
service.
Yes,
Okay, the cloud service is the same.
service is same, but the providers are different.
So Google Cloud versus Amazon are all the same.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Okay.
so here we will be knowing about cloud computing, and then we will see how to create accounts. Okay,
Okay.
so in this service we will be knowing about what is cloud, use of cloud, service model, deployment model. Okay, providers we have already gone through it, but we will keep some look again those things. Okay,
Mm.
so in this training session we will be knowing about why cloud, but we have already discussed yesterday, but I told some students that okay, we will be repeating again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what are the service model, which service model will be important as per sector, and who the cloud providers, deployment methods, and we will see some demo. Okay,
Okay.
like we already know what is cloud computing, so you know that okay, cloud computing is on demand IT, uh, means on demand IT resource service which has been
Mm.
given, or you can say which has been given by like Google, AWS, and Microsoft Azure, and there are some other service providers also, cloud service providers.
Mm.
So, like
Mm.
normally, why people is saying cloud computing? Cloud computing, computing means whatever resources you are using inside your physical infrastructure, all those resources you can put on cloud. Okay. So, what
Okay.
is saying cloud services, that instead of buying or owing,
Yeah.
okay, those things, means if you're going to buy or own something, or maintaining the physical data centers. Okay, so those
Mm.
all technical services or technology services will be on cloud. Okay, and it will be
Okay.
managed by them, no need to manage by you.
Okay.
Okay, so normally when you will understand, okay, that okay, which type of services they can provide, so they can provide the entire services what you have in physical data centers, like
Yeah.
storage, database, web servers, whatever you like, you can get it from cloud. See, simply if you want to
Okay.
understand cloud, you have to understand that I, whenever you want something, you are hiring, you are taking something in rent. Okay,
Yeah, like you're renting.
yes, you are renting it. That's it.
Yeah, because when you rent,
Yes,
every month you have to pay
yes, yes. But see, if you are
for
renting
your
something,
for your.
means you will be restless, means you no need to worry about maintenance management, right? Everything will be done by cloud
Yes.
service provider. But when you will
Exactly.
learn this cloud architecture and cloud service, then you will
Mm.
be eligible to work with those company who is providing cloud services, or
Okay.
who is using cloud
Mm.
services.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. J.
Yes,
Hello, Mr. J. How are you?
good, good. You?
I've not seen you recording. I hope you didn't forget.
No, I'm recording it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mr. J, how are we going to share the records at the end of the day on Google Drive or where?
Yes, I will be
Everybody have to
sharing
put.
the recording only with the registered users.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So where you're going to share it, is it Google Drive or we should everybody should provide an email?
Yeah, no, when we will create a separate group, in that I will share with the Google Drive, not
Okay.
individual. Okay. Okay, so now let's
Okay.
come with the like before cloud computing, how we were using our services and all those things. Like if you're talking about, if the organization, not you, if the big organization wanted to start a company, start a business, So
Mm.
so they have to set up the infrastructure. Without infrastructure you cannot start the company, right? Okay,
Oh.
so when you will set up the infrastructure will comes with the, like, you have to hire a building floor, then you need to buy chairs, server room, AC, everything you have to buy for this setup, right? Infrastructure.
Yeah.
Then when you have
Yeah.
those infrastructure, you need some manpower to manage those infrastructure, right?
Mm.
Now, so manpower is not only IT manpower. Okay, see, you need electrician
Mm.
who can manage your servers, electricity and everything, right? Because see, sometime your electricity is down, so your IT person will not manage electricity, right? So
Mm.
you need an electricity man, you need someone who can manage your coolings, right? Coolings, because
Yeah.
in your
Cooling.
server room, okay, you must have cooling. Because if you'll go in, when I went to Gamtel server room, they had a very good
Mm-hmm.
cooling, means to cool the servers, to keep okay. So for cooling also you need some manpower that he can
So
manage
maybe
the cooling systems. Then you need
the cooling post.
IT team. Okay, so in that IT team, okay, you need people who can manage the LAN infrastructure, who can manage the WAN infrastructure. Okay, so you will find multiple things to be managed if you want to start a organization, right? And everything
Mm-hmm.
will be, physical. Okay, so see why you need manpower. You need manpower to manage your infrastructure, right? Because your infrastructure is
Yeah.
physical infrastructure.
Yes.
Okay, but if maybe if some people will come to you and he will say, okay, no problem, buy my infrastructure or rent my infrastructure. Okay, start your
Mm.
company, rent
Mm.
this infrastructure, and manpower I will provide. So now you have to pay only for infrastructure, not for the manpower, right? Are you understanding? But when you will start a business with your own infrastructure, and right, so when you want to have your own infrastructure, then you have to use your own manpower. So this is one benefit in the cloud. Okay, now see what challenges you people face in the physical infrastructure. Okay, first is investment is very heavy, right? So you have to buy everything, and you know how costly the things are, right? You have to buy servers, you have to buy AC, everything you have to buy. Okay, so when you invest heavily in the setup, then so you have to buy you have to invest in resource as well as infrastructure. Resources means what? All IT equipments, okay, including all your resources to manage your IT infrastructure, to manage your servers. Then
Sorry, Mr. D.
yes,
I, I'm sorry, we just call. My people are shouting in the house and I could not get clear. I know Sierra Leone just call.
okay.
We equalize with Ivory Coast. Yeah. Um,
No, I was saying
sorry for
that,
this.
see, in the
Mm.
cloud, like before cloud, we were talking about challenges, like if we are using physical infrastructure, so which type of challenges
Mm.
we have to face. So first is the challenges is the in
Number one, we have to face the challenge management.
yes, the management. Then you
I
have
think
to
that's
first is the you have to invest.
the setup. Mhm.
Yes,
I think the
then
setup also.
yes, and then
That's
you
the
have to invest
challenges.
in the resources, that okay, you have to buy resources like server, data
Mhm.
centers, AC, your
Mhm.
cables, all IT resources, firewall, everything, right?
Yeah.
Then you
Hmm.
have to think about security also. Okay, now once these, after investing resources, now you have to worry about scalability. Scalability means, like, suppose uh, you know Afghanistan, right?
Hmm?
Afghanistan.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yes.
I don't know there.
Yes. So you heard that they had some problem, right? Regarding the,
Afghanistan.
yes, yes, the fight between something, your people started running from there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe if you had opened a company in Afghanistan and they had some problem like
Mhm.
that, right? So can you run from there with
Mm.
your servers and your data centers, everything?
Well, it will be difficult because
Yes.
there is a lot of risks there.
Yes. So so
You cannot
scalability.
just do that.
Come again, Mamadu?
I mean, you cannot just do that because once you establish. You
Yes.
cannot go with your server except
Ye-
if it's cloud.
Yes. So if now and if you have your data and everything on your cloud, like for example, like your email address and your Google Drive, see, you can access from anywhere in the world, right? So
Yeah.
once the data is on cloud, scalability is very easy. You can move anywhere. Nobody can stop you. You can open your company anywhere. Okay. But in physical infrastructure, this one is the problem. Now, then less time to focus on business. So if some people has opened a business like online business or something like that, or any kind of business, if we are talking about physical business now, so less time to focus on business means if there is problem every time, like sometime server is down, sometime electricity is not working, sometime like cooling is a problem, sometime there are different kind of issues, like, okay, no cash power, right? Centegi. Okay.
Yeah.
So at that time server is down. So, and if you're talking about in Nigeria, so NEPA is the biggest problem, electricity, every time you have to run generator. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
sometime if you do not have fuel, then your server is down. Okay, so these type of challenges will come, right? So better to have everything on cloud. So I just need one internet and I can access my data on cloud, that's it. See how simple it is.
Exactly. Mm.
Okay, so if you're talking about how cloud computing helps to in your
I think I hello.
Mr. J, how about security? Do you think you will also require security, like
see,
somebody who will be there to help against cyber crimes?
yes, you see, it's when you learn cloud computing, okay, so there is one security model, okay. So there
Okay.
is one security model I can show you here. Just come, let me open the, if I'm coming to my portal, can you see here, network security group, okay.
Mr. J,
Yes,
you always say you're coming to your portal. Your portal is all about what? Is where you created your account for cloud?
yes, yes,
Okay. Okay, bit by bit we can understand. No
okay,
problem.
yes. Now see, you can see here network security group, okay. So network security group will help you to create some rules to filter inbound traffic and outbound traffic, okay.
Okay. So that means if I can get you right, the security here is it's under the person with the server is under the cloud, not actually um you as a person.
See, it's simply like, it's how it works. Suppose cloud provider has
Mm.
multiple type of service, okay.
Services,
Yes,
exactly, yes.
yes.
Okay, all right, okay.
Then
So that means they also provide the security service. Like when you
yes,
need
yes,
security, you don't have to do it, you have to link them and they do the security for you.
yes, yes.
Good. Yeah, understood.
Okay. So now here, see how cloud computing works. Suppose if you say that, okay, I want to buy one server, okay, and I want to buy one server, only single server, okay. So if you will buy single server, so running that single server, you have to pay only for that single server running cost. And if you will say no, no problem, let me off this server today, because today there is no traffic on the server, or maybe I don't want this server for now, okay. So you have to pay only for that server for like 5 days. If you have used for 5 days, you have to pay only for 5 days. For example, like what we are doing in Gambia, if we are using electricity, right? Okay, so electricity means what? If I'm using one bulb, okay, so the electricity consumption will be as per one bulb, right? So same here it is in the cloud. If you are, whatever you are using, you have to pay as per your use. Okay, so you pay what you are using. Okay, now, and what is the best benefit in this cloud services? That whatever services you are using, whatever infrastructure you are using, okay, the it will be managed by somebody else, the infrastructure. But server what you are creating, the data what you are creating, okay, the services what you are creating, those services you have to manage by your own. Okay, like, see, this is a bulb, right? Okay, so this bulb is in your house, so you have to manage this bulb, right? But the electricity which is
Yeah.
coming from the electricity department, so this electricity and these transformer and all these things will be managed by electricity department. Okay, so these servers and everything, the physical servers which is in the cloud, okay, those things will be managed by cloud providers. Okay, but the data what
Mhm.
you have to manage by your own.
Okay. I want to ask,
Yes, yes.
um, is it possible for me to open my own cloud computing in Africa,
Why not?
having my own cloud computing company? Yeah, okay, it's possible, right?
Yes, but for
Okay,
that you have to invest.
yeah, investments take place first.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, we'll discuss about that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So cloud computings enable on-demand service like compute, storage, networking, everything on cloud. Okay.
That is still the definition of cloud computing
Yes,
again.
yes, yes. Means whatever you
You say
want,
cloud compute. I'm
cloud
seeing two different
computing.
definitions.
Yes, yes. Now see, cloud
Two
compute.
different definition. I saw. Hmm.
See, saying that cloud computing enables on-demand service means, like, see, if you want to use computer, right?
Mm,
Okay. So when you open your computer, you access your data, right?
okay.
Okay. So the data what is there in your system. So how much data is
Hmm.
there in your system? Like the data which is saved on your local computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the data which is saved on Google or Yahoo server,
Cloud.
if you want to access,
Mm,
right?
hmm. Hmm.
Okay, or you want to create same type of a storage like YouTube. So do you think that how much YouTube data is there?
In cloud.
No, no, not in cloud. See, YouTube is also using physical server, right?
Yes. YouTube. They are using physical server.
See,
Hmm.
maybe this is YouTube server, for example. This is YouTube server, and you are here.
Okay.
You are accessing YouTube data.
YouTube. Mm,
Okay, with the help of cloud. Now let me connect. You are connected here. Now this
yeah.
is YouTube. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now,
This is my local computer. Hmm.
yes. So you are here, right? You are here,
Hmm.
Santegi. So Santegi is accessing the data from cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is very easy. You came here with the help of internet. You came here and you access the data, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Now, so what I want to say here, see, suppose same YouTube company, like at least a small company, you want to open, right? You want to open your own
Yeah.
database company where you can uh, keep some, you know how YouTube is working, right? Okay, so you want to
Mm.
make like gam tube. Okay, so you want to create some YouTube kind of same thing like for Gambia, right?
Okay.
Okay, now,
Okay.
so you want, so what you have to do, you have to buy some physical servers, you have to buy infrastructure and everything. Are you understanding?
Sure.
So you have to buy infrastructure, then you have to buy server, then you have to buy, you know, like server management kind of thing like AC and everything, right? Okay,
Mm.
now, so do you have this much of money?
Not yet.
Not yet. Now, but what will happen, cloud is saying that no problem, instead of buying, rent these services from me. I will provide you all infrastructure and services what you want. Okay, are you understanding?
Mm.
See, what is the
Yes.
benefit in this? Let me show you. Suppose maybe if you'll say that, okay sir, no problem, I will manage, I have some sponsor who can help me to have this. Okay, are you understanding?
Yeah.
No problem, you can
Mm.
have this one. But how much data do you know that, do you know this, that how much data is there and how much space YouTube have data? Huh?
That one you
The
cannot tell.
space that people have is very large.
Very
It's
large.
too
It's
large.
So
plenty.
do you think that
Hmm.
this, the
Thousands of
GamTube,
them.
the person who is using it, they can afford this much of data storage? They cannot, right?
Damn tube.
Yes,
Damn tube cannot.
cannot. But if, just take a condition that, okay, if he can manage, he will say yes, I can manage. But okay, but do you think that, do you have any idea about load balancing? Okay, forget
Load
about load
balancing. If
balancing. Forget about load balancing. Like, just go. I have, okay, redundancy about this one. Do
redund- redundancy.
yes. Hmm? Okay, redund.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have idea about this redundancy?
You
Redund.
mean the working of different server from different center, different area?
No, no. Redundancy means, if this, maybe suppose if GamTube have only single infrastructure, and due to some problem, if this infrastructure is down for one day, okay, so the
Mm.
users
Mm.
who is associated with this GamTube and trying to access these services, so do you think that they can
Mm.
access it?
No.
No. So they will come here and they will try to access, and they will complain that, this GamTube is not good because it is not stable, sometime you will see it is up, sometime it is down, right? Are you understanding?
It used to happen here. Recently, they complained that their internet is having problems, so everybody is not having internet. You know, so even they used to have problem here.
Yes. So, but have you ever complained that YouTube is not working?
No,
Why?
every time you go YouTube, you can get access.
Yes, why? Because YouTube have multiple servers.
Multiple server and more reliable.
Yes. Okay. So why
Mm.
they have multiple servers? Because they, YouTube is very large and they can afford for multiple servers. Okay. Multiple servers means if one server is down, still you can access data
And
from another server.
okay,
Okay. So here,
I heard that I
yes.
heard that cloud is having about 200 center.
Yes. So now what cloud service is saying? Cloud service is saying that no problem. If you want to open your company, okay, no problem. You come to me. I have my infrastructure ready. Okay, you can come and
Mm.
rent it. Okay,
Okay,
rent,
okay.
and whatever you need. Okay,
Mm.
see, suppose I
Mm.
want to celebrate your birthday, right? So I'll
Mm.
just say that, okay, no problem, let me hire this 5-star hotel. So hiring 5-star hotel is not that I'm going to buy it, right?
Mm.
So I'm using the 5-star service, but I'm paying like, I'm just paying as a rent, right?
You pay for the time you use.
Yes. So what I'm saying that, okay, no
Of-
problem, let me buy this as a rent, and I will come here and I will start configuring those services and everything from here, because I have to configure, right?
Mm.
Okay, so configuration will be done by me. Okay, but the storage of my data will be stored on the cloud service providers, like on Amazon server or maybe on AWS servers. My data is here, my services are here. Okay, now understand.
Mm.
So what I will do, once my services and data is ready on this cloud server, then I will create one URL. You know about URL? Hmm?
Mm.
HTTP, okay, colon, and then I will say, okay, gamtube.com. Okay, and then I will share this
Those are
URL. Hmm?
protocol.
Come again?
URL is not protocol.
No, URL is universal resource locator. URL, we say this
Yeah.
link we say as a URL. HTTP is a protocol.
Okay.
Okay, so now
Yeah,
what we did,
HTTP is protocol and then.
yes,
Okay.
okay, so now see, instead of buying physical infrastructure, I just went to Azure and I said that, okay, I want to rent this. Okay, I want to create something like YouTube. Okay, and now what I will say, then the people who is my client, okay, they will come here and then they will just connect to the internet, and they will type in the URL, okay, gamtel.com, like this, gamtube.com, and they will be redirected to cloud server and they will be start accessing it. Okay, and this thing you can do in within a day. Your server, if you want to ready this server, this all infrastructure, within one day you can start this infrastructure, and within one day you can stop this infrastructure. Are you understanding? Suppose I want to celebrate your birthday in restaurant, right? So if I want to finish in one day, so if I'm paying for one day, so your birthday will be for one day. But if I'm paying for 500 or maybe like 10 days, so your birthday is for 10 days. Are you understanding? So if I'm using these services for one day, no problem, you can have this service for one day. If you are paying for 1 month, your service is for 1 month. Okay, but if you will establish everything, this physical infrastructure, maybe you have established a physical infrastructure, right? No problem. But maybe, do you remember some search engine? Do you know about search engine, Mr. Paul? Do you have an idea about search engine?
We know what engine is.
Okay, so search engine,
Yes, sir.
so which is the best search engine nowadays?
Sir,
I think it's the Chrome.
I think Google is the best search engine.
Yes,
Google,
so
Google is
Google
the
Yeah.
is the
best.
best one, but before Google, do you remember any other search engine?
Before Google, was
Yeah,
it not Microsoft?
used to have MySpace search
Wikipedia,
engine
Wikipedia
and
is a good.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Wikipedia is a
Yes,
good search engine too.
yes, old search engine. Do you remember this icon? Have you, do you remember? I think if the old people can remember this Yahoo. Okay, let's this
Yes, I can fully remember this Yahoo.
yes, ask.com.
Ask also, yes. I
Yes,
think
Yeah, yeah,
ask.com, they
yeah.
are
I
still
remember.
working.
Yeah, see, us is still on.
yes, but most of the people, they do you search from ask nowadays?
No, 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 no.
Uh, no, I do
Search
mine
No,
mostly on YouTube. I use
engine.
mine mostly on Google.
Yes. So
yes, we use it on Google,
yes, so
yes.
what is saying that maybe if you will open a company and you invested a lot of money in the infrastructure, right? Okay, and some people will come, and the competition in the market, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if your infrastructure, if your business is, if you have invested in physical infrastructure and you have used your all money, and if this business will not run, then what will happen?
Money.
You just wait. You
You
crumble
will lose your
down.
money. You will lose your money.
Yes, you lose your everything. But now see what is
Mm-hmm.
saying, that now what you is saying, no problem, you come, you open your company in on Google, or maybe on Amazon, or maybe on Azure. Open your business, and if it will run,
Yeah.
it's very good. If it will not run, right, just pay for the month, pay for 2 months, and
Yeah.
you see, pay for 1 year, no problem. But if it is not running, see,
Mm-hmm.
you have not wasted your all money, you just wasted for 1 month or 1 year, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So that helps you in maybe managing your resources
Yes,
best.
yes,
Mr. G, I've also seen something added to that, because like with the investment, if you want to start the whole server also, there is another problem, because it's expensive to start it. But
yes,
with
yes,
the cloud, like, it is also giving you the opportunity to pay on installment, which we all
yes.
know is
My
better.
friend, if you want to check everything, right, it will take one 14 dalasi. It will take for one day, 14 dalasi. So
Mm.
for company, for
Yeah,
like Eco Bank or something, 14 dalasi, what? 14 dalasi they will take from your pocket, right?
yeah.
Have you many time you will see some message, 10 dalasi has been deducted, 5 dalasi has been deducted. Okay. So
I
big
missed
big
that part.
companies, for them 14 dalasi, 140 dalasi is nothing, and you can rent a service in that money.
That's cool.
Okay. So now is saying that whenever you want to access, okay. So what is saying here in cloud? So whatever service you want, whatever compute service you want in physical infrastructure, those all compute service, storage, and networking, you can get it on cloud. Networking means, see what is networking. You can get networking also in the cloud. See why is saying always networking, so don't get confused. When I was also learning at that time, I was getting confused that I can understand about the storage, but how, what is networking in the cloud? Are you also facing the same problem, Mr. Paul? See, networking, how networking is working. Suppose I open a company here in cloud, right? So this was my server, right? So suppose I open one server. So this server name is DC1, okay, or server one. You can say, you can understand like this, server one,
Okay.
okay. But after some time, you saw that you are getting lots of new customers, right? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you start, you establish a new server, which was server 2.
Yeah.
Server 2, then you will see, okay, after 1 month you will see that, okay, you had some more customers, then you open a new server again, okay. So see, in the big companies you will find 10 server, 20 server, like that, right? It's not that single server.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So in essence, this is how Google operate.
Yes,
When they
yes,
have
go.
a lot of more customers, they add and serve another server that will be able to
Yes,
uh, take care of
yes.
their needs.
Okay. So now here, or when you will configure server, so they will ask IP address and everything. So you said, okay, I want to give this server IP address as like this, 10.1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for him you said I want to give 10.1, and then you said, okay,
Okay.
for him I want to give 172.168.10.2, and for this
Mm-hmm.
guy I want to give 172.116.10.3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are going to establish multiple servers in the cloud, okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
those servers will be connected to each other with the help of some logical switch, right? Because see, everything is cloud, right? So
Okay.
for you it is
Mhm.
logical because switch is not in your hand, so you can say here it's a logical switch, it's a virtual switch. Okay.
Okay. Virtual switch,
Yes.
not a real switch that you may use. Okay. Okay.
Not real switch. I can show you one
Mhm.
example right now, just okay. So this is your okay, virtual network, okay, or you can say here
Mhm.
switch with virtual
Mhm.
network. Okay. So that's why if you are saying, if you are getting here, they are talking about networking.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now,
Like, okay. Like looking at it, like, what is the name again? Cambium. Cambium. They're using the same thing.
okay. Now, but these all services what you are using, okay, that can be accessed through internet only. And if you have internet from
Ah.
anywhere in the globe, you can
Mhm.
access it. But what is the benefit? That the user is not required to manage those services because you are paying for the rent. So everything is included in the rent. Okay.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
yesterday,
That's what I'm like. What is the name again? Cambium. Like the Cambium. The company that usually make Cambium devices. That's
okay,
what they use to help ISPs
okay,
to operate.
okay. So in the clouds, okay, you will get all the new features up to dated always. But if you are talking about physical infrastructure, right? So right now, maybe if in your system you have HDD installed in your laptop, right?
Hmm.
Okay, but when SDD came, do your HP company, the company laptop what you are using, he came to you and he said that, okay, my friend, if you are using HDD, okay, let me replace and give you SDD.
No, no, no.
No.
They will do that.
Okay, but in cloud,
Mhm.
if any new features will come, if any new technology will come, automatically they will
Mhm.
replace with the new technology, they will upgrade because they have some kind of maintenance when you will open your services there.
Ah,
So okay, so we will come to know
okay.
about maintenance also. So they will tell you, okay, today is maintenance to
Mhm.
upgrade your technology.
Mhm.
Yes, so this is the benefit in that.
Oh, then this means that you are getting the services as in like more technology. If new technology comes,
Yes,
your technology in improved
yes,
much
yes.
better than
Yes,
one that
but
you were
if you
having.
have physical
Most like
infrastructure and if you are using
uh,
physical infrastructure, if the new technology will come, you have to invest
yeah,
again.
yeah, you have to buy another.
Yes, and
I see
if
the
you will
point.
buy another hard disk, then what you will do with the
Mhm.
old hard disk?
Well, you throw it. It is no more. It's of no use. Or
Yes.
maybe you give it to somebody.
Okay, and now in that also no problem. In that also
Mhm.
what you said, okay, no problem. Let me increase my hard disk to 2 terabyte. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, now after some time you realize that no, I'm not able to utilize all this 2 terabyte. I'm only able to
yeah.
utilize 500 GB.
Mhm.
Okay, now so you will see that the money what you have wasted for 2 terabyte, you have wasted because from last
Yeah, you wasted it, and that's the end of it.
yes, but
You will not be able to recover
yes.
it back.
Yeah, but in cloud service, it is a scale up and a scale down is there. Means if
Ah.
your requirement is increasing, okay, you can increase your
Mhm.
infrastructure, and if you do not have requirement, you can decrease your infrastructure.
Exactly. Yeah, I see the point.
Okay.
See the point.
Now it is a scalable already. You know that, okay, from anywhere you can access, means it is a scalable. And
Yeah,
if you are
yeah,
talking about pay as you go, it's same like a
yeah.
renting system. Okay, if I'm
Mhm.
utilizing for 1 month, I will pay for 1 month. One day I will pay for one day.
Yeah.
Okay, security and disaster recovery is there. Security I have shown you with the help of network security group. It's you, he will
Okay.
give you entire blank infrastructure. Okay, and then they will
Mhm.
tell you, okay, if you want to manage, you manage your own security, you manage your own disaster recovery, everything. But you will say, no, no, no,
Okay.
I cannot manage security and disaster recovery. Then cloud provider will say,
Okay.
okay, no problem, you keep only your data, I will manage everything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but so in this case, whenever your data is at risk of being stolen or by any other company, or let's say, or by any other like hackers, then the how do you call it, the cloud company would be able to
Yes,
help you.
there will
Yeah, they will
be
help.
SLA, service level agreement. Okay, when you will
Hmm.
buy something, there will be service level agreement. Okay, see,
Okay.
if you are keeping
Hmm.
money in your bank, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so who is responsible for your money?
it's the bank now.
Bank. So if
They're the
the
ones
data is
responsible.
there on cloud, so automatically in the service level agreement, right? Cloud service provider is responsible for your data. Nobody can access it.
Yeah.
My friend,
Okay. Okay.
in your from your laptop, see, people say like this, hacker, hacker, hacker. Okay, have you heard somebody can stolen something from your laptop? Because your laptop is always connected with internet, right?
Yes. Yes, it's possible.
Right, no, but if you will
Yeah.
on your firewall, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if you will enable some kind of securities in your, if you will enable, you know, internet security, you have these antivirus and all those things, nobody can hack.
That is that true?
Okay, if you will enable only if, like, if you can ask some of my students, like, if you'll enable normal
Mm-hmm.
your own firewall, nobody can ping
Yeah.
to you.
Sure.
Yes, forget about
Oh, I,
hacking.
I thought I thought it is possible
Yeah,
to
yeah, that's true.
bypass
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
such firewall and then be able to get into somebody's
No,
laptop.
no, no, no.
Um,
See, if you
No,
will
no, no. But
start
I think
learning,
when
right? See,
if you enable a firewall, yes,
nobody can enter in your PC. Yes,
okay.
but there are some techniques, you know, honey trap.
Honey trap? No,
Yes,
no, no.
Mr. Paul, do you know
I
honey
don't know.
trap?
yeah, it's not like bringing in some sending you some goodies on your system. Yeah, when you
Yes,
for you
they will
clicking it
send
and
you
thinking that it's
some
something
kind
that
of,
is sensible. Yeah,
they will,
Ah, do like a bit trap.
message.
Okay, okay,
no,
okay.
okay,
They will.
let me
Okay.
show you honey trap
Yes.
message. Maybe like,
Mm,
okay, let me show you some kind of honey trap messages. Let, okay. You know, like sometime you will see some messages like someone is providing something free, if you send this WhatsApp message to 10 people.
Yes, yes, that
I've
happens.
seen that.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes,
They would
happens.
say-
Like.
and then they
yes,
will tell
every
you,
offer,
okay,
yes,
click on
yes,
this link, click on this link, click on this link. So that those things are honey trap.
yes.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We do.
Okay, so we were on this security and disaster recovery. See, security and disaster recovery is divided, that you, if you have people to manage your security, no problem, they will manage your security and data. But if some, if you do not have people to manage, no problem, cloud service provider will manage this.
Okay.
Then after, it is flexible. Flexible means I told you that you can anytime you can scale up your environment or infrastructure, and anytime you can downgrade it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, why cloud before cloud computing? Now see here, so we have already seen that, okay, why cloud? Suppose if you want to host a website, so for example, if you want to host a website, so these are the following things you would need to be purchased before. See, so you have to buy a stack of servers, you have to buy physical infrastructure, I'm talking. So you have to buy
Hmm.
servers, After buying servers, okay, now when people will come to access your data, right? So maybe at that time you will have high traffic. High traffic means maybe you open some kind of server website, and many people is coming to access your website. Then you will see, oh, so when people will come to access your website, then you will start buying more servers. Are you
Yeah.
understanding?
Yes.
So you will start buying more
Yes, sir.
servers. Okay, now after buying more servers, okay, you need someone to monitor and maintain those servers. Are you understanding? Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. Now see the disadvantage of this. See, first advantage means you came with multiple servers. So you came with 10 servers first. But when you saw that, Google request, can you imagine that how many people is accessing YouTube at the same time?
Lots of people.
No, no,
Lot of
no.
people,
It's a
right?
lot, lots.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
so for managing those clients, YouTube have multiple servers, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, to managing high traffic, YouTube have multiple servers. So for managing those servers, monitoring, they have maintenance guy, right? Like administrator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now see the disadvantage. Okay, disadvantage is that maybe I'm talking about YouTube. Just take example of a normal company. He came with servers, and now for 1 month he had lot of traffic. Okay, for 1 month when he
Yes.
had lot of traffic, then what he did, he purchased many servers. He said, now I'm getting many client, no problem. Just take example of one restaurant, for example, because
Yes.
just take example of one restaurant. Okay, so in Gambia, one people open one restaurant. Okay, so he saw many people coming to his restaurant because he started giving low cost food.
Yes.
Okay, what happened? Sentegi, what are you doing? Okay, so now what he did, sorry, instead of chair, what I meant. Okay, so for handling those customers, he started buying chairs, tables, and everything, right? Okay, now
Yes.
what happened? Let me increase first the infrastructure. Okay, so he had a lot of infrastructure. Okay, after 1 month, this was for like 2 months. Just take example of 2 months, because he started giving
Yeah.
offers. So many people came to his restaurant. Okay, okay, hotel. Okay, so many people came to his hotel or restaurant, you can say, and they came and they started getting offers. After some time, one another hotel or restaurant came. Okay, so he was giving like 10%, like 100 dalasi, not 100. Shawarma is, I think, 115 dalasi, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one new company came and he said, okay, no problem, I will give you shawarma in 50 dalasi.
Wow.
Okay, so now so the person who has opened his hotel and infrastructure and everything, he started increasing infrastructure because many people came to his hotel. Now, so what he will do with this infrastructure? Now people is not coming to his hotel. Are you understanding? Now,
Yes.
now people are not coming to his hotel. Now all people are moving to his hotel. Now they are coming to these restaurants and to buy these things. So his all infrastructure what he has purchased, it is wasted. Those things are wasted now. So
Yes.
same here also in physical infrastructure. Okay, there are a lot of risk. Okay, that no problem, to manage high traffic you purchase more servers. But okay, today you have high traffic, But what about after 1 month? Do you think that your traffic will remain same? Your company is not like YouTube or Facebook or Google, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why saying that if you want to open any business, okay, and you want to see whether it is working or not working, whether it will run smoothly or not, try cloud first. Okay, and if it is working now, no problem, you open physical servers. But if it is not working, no problem, you just pay for 1 month, 2 month, and then it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now disadvantage of
Yes,
your,
understood. Yeah.
yes, physical infrastructure. If you consider the cost, okay, then this setup is expensive. Okay, because see, physical infrastructure is always expensive. Okay, now troubleshooting problems, okay, will be very tedious, means, like, you will be tired of this troubleshooting problem, because physical will have always problems. Sometimes the network is not working, sometimes this issue, sometimes this problem, sometimes that problem. Okay, but if you are talking about cloud, so all these troubleshooting problems will be handled by service providers. Okay, since the traffic is varying, means sometime traffic is going up, sometime traffic is going down, so you cannot scale up and scale down in the physical infrastructure, right? Okay, for example, you have your house. Okay, so in your house, okay, sometime 10 guest is coming, sometime 5 guest is coming, so it's not that your house is not like a rubber, right? You can expand it and you can close it, right? You cannot shrink or, do you remember that expanding and shrinking, right? So you cannot do those
Yes.
things with your house. Okay, so same here in the servers. So if you will buy many servers, okay, so expanding is very easy. You can expand, you can expand your infrastructure, but you cannot shrink it, you have to sell
Yeah.
out your things.
Yes.
Okay, now see, if all data is on cloud, okay, like your files, music, ebooks, videos, so your life will be very smooth, no need to worry about data loss. But if you are keeping everything on your physical server or something, if you have lots of data, first problem, lots of data, then if your data is increasing day by day, so what you have to do, you have to buy multiple external hard disk, multiple, you have to change your hard disk from servers. Okay, now if you will have lots of data, then you have to worry about where I should store it. Okay, and it is running out of my space, and if it will lose, then what you will do? Because to save your data, or to save your server data, you have two server, three server, for redundancy, for load balancing. Okay, but if, have you bother about anything which is on cloud? No, you just open YouTube, your data and everything, you are accessing it. Okay, even when you want to upload some data on YouTube, there is no any restrictions of uploading the data. You can upload as much as you want. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so these are the benefits. Okay, and see, why we are learning cloud, this is very much important. See, storing data on cloud, that is different thing. But the company, see, this is the personal storage, right? But for example, as the example I gave you, that if somebody has established his company on cloud, right? Okay, so when he establishes his company on cloud, okay, so he will look for cloud engineer who can manage his online or cloud infrastructure. So that what we are going to learn, that okay, we understood, okay, what is cloud. Very simple, right, Mr. Paul?
Yes, sir.
Yes. After
Yes.
that, how we are going to manage those cloud services, that what we are going to learn in this training.
Okay.
Okay, and after learning this cloud service, I'm going to help you that okay, how we can see, there are two conditions. Even if you want, you can find some job in Gambia. If not, then I will show you some online portals. In that you can apply for cloud, like as a cloud engineer or cloud administrator. If sitting from Gambia, you can work from US,
Okay.
UK.
Yes.
Okay, so see how it is very simple. Okay, see, if you are using data in your local system, you have some limitations, right? Okay,
Yes.
now, but if you will move your data on cloud, right? Okay, there is unlimited space. Nobody will tell you that okay, I can only
Yeah.
give you 1 GB. If you are paying me for 1 TB, no
Yes.
problem, you get 1 TB.
Yes.
Okay, so what is cloud computing?
I
As I
think.
told you that,
I, hello.
yeah,
I asked one question the last
yeah,
time.
what?
I still don't. I am still not clear. The question is, if you pay for a space in the cloud,
Yes.
is it that it's not until the space you pay for is finished before you pay again?
No, by default, okay, when you will buy,
Buy a space,
there is some space that
like
okay,
for
how much you
example,
want to buy?
ex-
Whether you want to buy
excuse
5
me.
GB, 10 GB, 20 GB, 50 GB.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you
Yes.
buy you buy 1 terabyte
Yes.
in cloud,
Yes.
is it that until that 1 terabyte is finished before you pay for another space again? That is I think
Yes, of course, if
I don't
1 TB is finished, then you pay for another space.
so I thought that every year or every month you have to be paying.
No, no, no. When you will buy it, the subscription is there. That okay, the 1 TB space you want to buy for 1 year, 2 year, every is there. It's, even if you want to
Until
buy,
it's
yes, for 1 month you can buy for 1 month.
un, okay, until it's full before you can buy another one.
Yes, yes.
You can add another space. Okay.
And all, one thing you just keep in mind, that if you purchase like 1 TB, okay, for one
Mm.
month and you
Mm-hmm.
have utilized only 1 GB, okay, so you have to pay
Mm-hmm.
for 1
Mm-hmm.
TB for that 1 month.
Mm.
For
Okay.
example, if you will go to restaurant and you will say that okay, I want to rent this all, okay, but
Yeah.
only 5 guests will reach in your party, so but you have to pay for all because you have already told to them that okay, I want to hire everything.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Let's move.
Okay, so
But
now,
if like okay, if I may understand, it's like no matter no matter the amount of space you acquired for, or
yes,
once the month or the time is elapsed, this means everything is down. You have to
yes,
restart again.
yes,
Oh,
Okay. Now you get me. You get me.
yeah.
but your
Well,
data
Yes.
will be
I
there.
thought, excuse me, I thought, like for example, in your physical computer laptop here, when you buy, you before you was having 500 gigs, but you want to change that 500 gig and you buy 1 terabyte to put it or SSD or HDD. You put it in your laptop until
Ye-
it's full before you buy another space again. I thought that's how they are doing it. Hello,
yes,
Yes. Yeah, but
do you
yeah,
understand?
yes, I understand what you are saying, but that's not the way it is.
No, that's what it. Well, okay,
okay,
let's go.
and one more thing, suppose, understand this
Mhm,
one, okay, like suppose I
mhm,
kept some data, okay, I kept some data on cloud,
mhm.
okay, I kept some data on cloud, and I have just subscribed for 1 month, okay, just for 1 month, okay, and after that 1 month, after means within that 1 month, I have kept lot of data on cloud, okay, and now once the 1 month is completed, I am not going to renew it. Are you understanding?
Ah,
Okay,
you will
okay,
still have space.
no, if you are not going to renew it, then cloud provider will give you link to download your existing data.
Ah.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
and they will give you limitation that okay, download the data within 1 week. If not, then your data, every data will be deleted from the server.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so cloud computing is storing data and application on a remote server, processing data and application from remote server, okay, accessing data application via internet. So from anywhere you can browse with the help of browser, okay, from your phone or laptop or whatever, and you can access your data and software which is hosted on cloud. Okay, now this is very much important. I think Momadu was asking about this. Okay. Okay, so when we are talking about services, so which type of services I can buy from cloud? Like, suppose if I want to travel somewhere, so I can travel with car, I can travel with bike, I can travel with uh, aeroplane or maybe helicopter, like that, right? So cloud service is providing multiple type of services. Okay, so those services are known as infrastructure as a service, okay, platform as a service, or software as a service. Now we have to understand what is this. Now on come here, no problem, let's skip this one to understand. Okay, this cloud service providing model. Now, so when you are coming here, cloud service model, so if you're talking about infrastructure as a service, okay, okay, so do you know about networking, your LAN network? Okay, networking, storage, server, virtualization, everything will be managed by service provider. No need to worry about this. So what you have to manage? Only your operating system, your applications, your data, okay, and your runtime, means how many times you want to run, whether you want to run for 1 day, whether you want to run for 2 day, everything, those runtime of your data and your services and of your server, you have to manage. But the background infrastructure will be managed by service provider. Now, if I will say no, uh, I do not have people who can manage operating system, runtime, okay, and all those things. So then the service provider will say, okay, no problem, buy this service, platform as a service. So I will manage your networking, storage, server, virtualization, operating system, middleware. Middleware means your all these middle devices, your security devices and everything, okay, your runtime. But data and application you have to manage your own, because cloud service provider will not, they cannot provide data is your own, right? And application is your own. Like, see, if ecobank will say, ecobank has some applications, right? So who is responsible to create those applications? Ecobank. It's not that service provider will say that, okay, or Azure will say, okay, I will create your applications, okay. Now, but maybe some company will say, no, my friend, I do not have anything. I have only data, the data which I want to share with my clients. Even I don't have application also. Okay. Can you give me some application for rent? Okay. So the service providers, they have engineers who establish software also. So they sell software also. Okay. So you just keep your data. Okay, so no need to worry about any other things, everything will be managed by those service providers. So depending on you, if you have lots of engineer, you buy this. If you have low level of engineers, you use this. And you say that, okay, you do not have engineer, you buy this. Okay, now you say that, okay sir, in which type of service model you can work. So we are going to learn this one, infrastructure as a service. So if you know this, you can work here also, you can work here also, you can work here also. Okay, Okay, cloud deployment model. So we have three type of cloud deployment model. Public cloud model. Public cloud means what? the there is all AWS, Azure, and all these things is a public cloud. Private cloud, company who have their own branch in the like multiple countries, they open their own cloud and they say, okay, no problem, let's keep your data on our own private cloud, no need to buy from some other people. Because like they said about this security problems, so many companies they concern about securities, like they say no, country who talk about kind of nuclear kind of thing, maybe they are making some kind of uh, weapon, or maybe they have some kind of secrets kind of thing, so they cannot keep on public cloud, right? So in that case they provide some, they create their own private cloud and keep their own confidential data. And now we are talking about hybrid. Hybrid is the combination of private and public. Okay, private and public. So maybe I have one company who is using public cloud as well as their own personal private cloud. So this we have already know about. Public cloud means where you can rent it, private is for your own personal use, hybrid is the collection of the both private and public. And why, in which condition you use private with public? Maybe your private is full and you want to use some kind of public cloud to share the public data to everyone. In that case you can use this. Hybrid model, we have already came to know, hybrid is the collection of or combination of private cloud and public cloud. Okay, so let's, I think, okay, now, okay, so when these things are a requirement to deploy data centers, okay, so we, these things we will come to know in our practical sessions when we will create our accounts. Okay, so I think we, the theoretical part has gone so far. Okay, so after this session, in our next session I will show you how to create account. After that we will be working on the practical sessions. Okay, because we cannot go only theory 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 like that. Sometime you have to work on practicals, right?